Hi, everybody. So, I wanted to talk to you today about compatibility in the natal chart. So, this can be compatibility with your lover, your spouse, your partner, your children, your parents, your friends, your coworkers. Excuse me. This applies to all. So, we're going to talk about a technique that's called house overlays. So, what we do is we take one person's natal chart and then do a bi-wheel with the second person's natal chart. And what you do is look and see which houses the planets fall into. So everybody get your charts, and I hope you know where your houses are. If you, this technique really only works well with a birth time. So if you don't have your time of birth, please book a consultation with one of the astrologers at Soul Navigation, and we will help you do a chart rectification and find that birth time for you. It is so important to know your birth time, especially when you're doing a synastry technique like this. Okay, so you know how when you're around certain people, they make you feel a certain way? Well, think about it. Um, so, your best friend might have her Venus falling in your 11th house of friendship, or your partner might have their sun falling in your 5th house of love affairs and creativity. So let's think about it like this. You take the charts and you look and see which houses the other person's planets fall in. Now, for the planet person, it's like walking into that room of a house. Like if it's the first house, the room of personality. The second house, the room of values, career, of the way they make money. If it's the third house, you're walking into the communication house with that planet. So this is how I want to start with the elements. Now, if someone's planet falls in one of your fire houses, now your fire houses are the first house, the 5th house, and the ninth house. They may make you feel passionate, creative, um, energetic. They'll give you that feeling of wanting to get up and go do something. They might just make you want to throw them down and kiss them, but it's a very passionate place to have your planets fall in a fire house. Now, if your planets fall in one of the earth houses, and that would be 2, 6, and 10, it's more of values. It's physical. It may be about health. It may be about career. It's more about the physical parts of life. They're earth houses. So, yes, definitely think Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Um, Comfort. I keep going back to values because I think that's so important in that second house. So, let's go to the air houses. So, that would be 3, 7, and 11. Now, if someone's planet falls in an air house, you may feel like talking to them all night, communicating, socializing, um, brainstorming. If it's like in your 7th house of partnership, maybe a business partner, you could stay up all night and brainstorm with them. Now, if a planet falls in one of the water houses, which is 4, 8, and 12, that's a little different. It could be very emotional, very sexual, very private. Um, that fourth house in particular, that's the house at the lowest part of our chart. Some of the things in that fourth house we keep secret. We may not want someone else walking in with their planet in our fourth house. Or on the other hand, it might be the perfect place for them to be. Okay, so think about where the houses are in your chart. Now, we're just going to kind of talk about sun signs right now because, for the most part, we know our sun sign, our family's sun sign, our friend's sun sign. So, think about your chart. Everybody, please get your beautiful charts and look at the houses. Now, let's pretend that you have Libra in your seventh house. Now, everyone that you know that has a Libra sun sign, they will light up your seventh house. Now, it could be partnership, business, um, friendship, everything that seventh house entails, that Libra house. It could be, beauty, balance. But the one thing you have to do is know not only how your planets are aspected, but theirs as well, because it makes a difference. So, what if their sun has really hard aspects to Saturn? Well, they may not light up your house the same way as a person that has a lot of trines or sextiles. So honestly, you for a complete synastry report, consult an astrologer that can help you figure out all of these angles and everything. Another example, um, Venus. Venus is the planet of beauty and love, values, what we care about, what we see as beautiful. It can be very creative. So if someone's Venus falls in one of your houses, let's say it falls in house number 3, you may love the way the house person talks. You may love the way they communicate. Their voice may be like music to you. You just love to communicate with them. So if your Venus were to fall in someone's 10th house, it lights up that highest point of their chart of career, where they stand in the world. It might make them feel like they can do anything. It gives them a boost. But let's switch it up, okay? So, what if the planet falling in one of your houses is Saturn? Well, and like I said, it all depends on how it's aspected, but if you're with someone and let's say that you have an Aries rising, your Aries, it composes your first house, and they have an Aries Saturn, you may feel a little restricted around that person. Um, you may be less, you may not want to interact with them as much. It may feel just restricted. By the same token, though, if it were Jupiter, you may not shut up. You may just want to share everything, every idea you have, every spiritual belief. You would be like, I have faith in this and this and this. I mean, Jupiter would expand how you feel about that first house. So remember that the fire houses, energetic, passionate. The earth houses, they're more physical values. And the air houses, communication, socializing. And then the water houses can get very, very emotional. So let's take just a quick trip around the zodiac with the sun. So let's say that your partner's sun, or anybody that you want to do this technique with, falls in your first house. Well, the sun lights up that house. It lights up your house of personality. It probably just makes you feel so good about yourself. Um, you want to smile. You feel like the sun is on you. And then for the planet person, they feel like they've entered the realm of you, where your ascendant is, your personality, how you show yourself to the world. Now, if your sun falls in someone's second house, it can light up that house of career, money, how they see things. This could be a great placement for a business relationship, or it could just make you feel amazing about yourself. It could raise your self-esteem. This person could make you feel better about yourself every time you're around them. So what if your sun falls in the third house? Well, it lights up that house of communication. It may make you more talkative. It may make you feel like sharing ideas and, maybe having an all night conversation with this person. But you're not afraid to communicate because they light up that sector of your life. This might be the kind of relationship where they make you want to hop in the car and take those short trips. If your brother or your sister, one of your siblings, if their son fell in your third house, that is the house of siblings. You would feel amazing if the sun is well aspected every time you're around your sibling. Now, wouldn't that be beautiful? Okay, so but then if the sun were to fall in the fourth house, now this is a house that you may not want people to know everything. It's a very private house. It's the house of Cancer. It's where our subconscious lies. It's at the very bottom of the chart. But on the other hand, they could light up a fire in you to decorate your house. They could be emotional support for you, for your family. They could give you the impetus to start selling real estate. All fourth house related things, they would light up that area. Now in our fifth house, oh, this is a good one. If someone's sun falls in your fifth house, you just feel creative. You feel like having fun. That's the house of fun. That's our Leo house. It's also the house of love affairs. So that's actually a really nice placement for a partner because it could be like you always feel like you're in love with them in that fifth house with their sun. Now, if someone's sun falls in your sixth house or Virgo house, you know, they may actually light up your everyday routine. It may feel like every day is a brighter day with them in it just because they light up that sector. They may you may start doing a different health routine. This might be someone that you go to the gym with. This might be someone that helps you on a regular basis. I mean, the sixth house is a house of service, right? So someone with their sun in that house, they may feel the need to help you do everyday things. And, I don't think that's a bad placement. The sixth house doesn't always have the best reputation for synastry. But think about it. Think about if you're with someone every day, this is your romantic partner, and every single day of your routine, what you have to do is lit up by their sun. I think that would be pretty nice. Now, there's other things that go along with that, and you've got to take the good with the bad. This could also be where the relationship may not be on an equal basis, and possibly the house person or the sun person needs to actually physically help the other person. But for the most part, I see this as, with healthy planets, a good place to have your sun. Now, if someone's sun falls in your seventh house, you are going to feel partnership. Now, I don't just mean romantic. You could feel an automatic kinship with someone where you want to go into business with them. You want to be their friend. Just that seventh house encompasses so many things. It's also the house of our open enemies. But probably if someone's sun is falling in that house, they're not your enemy. But I just wanted to throw that out there. So, what if someone's sun falls in your eighth house? Now, this is our Scorpio house, one of those water houses. This is a mixed bag. It can bring up deep emotions. It can bring up sexual thoughts. It can bring up thoughts of the taboo. Um, but it may make you want to express things in a different and better way when you're around this person, when you have their sun shining on the eighth house. It's also your house of debt, other people's money, taxes. You may feel a little uncomfortable with someone's sun shining on your eighth house. It may make you feel like, what do they want from me? A little. This is a mixed bag, depending on who the person is and, of course, the aspects. So then, what if someone's sun is shining in your ninth house? Wow, this is our Sagittarius house. You may feel like you want to see the world, take a journey, teach, go back to school. Um, there's a myriad of adventures you might want to have with this person, or you might just feel open and more free about the whole world, about your philosophy on the world. So if someone's sun falls in your 10th house, this is our place in society. This is our career. This is the place that everybody sees. And when someone's sun shines its light on that 10th house, it gives us the freedom to shine in whatever area, I can't say it, of our career, or how we want to show our face to the world, how we want to be seen. It gives us a lift, it gives us a boost, it gives us that extra shine. Now, if someone's sun falls in your 11th house, well, this is our house of wishes and dreams, friendship, organizations. You may feel like you can make your dreams come true. You may feel this might be a person that's a close friend to you, that you want to be friends with, or you may even feel like starting a new organization with that sun shining in there, with this person. Now, for our 12th house, our Pisces house. This is the house of the nebulous waters that flow everywhere. You may actually feel like with someone's sun in this house that your subconscious is expanding and you don't even know why, but you are more aware of your subconscious. This could be a karmic relationship where you've been with this person in the past. It can make you feel a little uncomfortable, but on the other hand, it could make you feel good about sharing things that you've never thought of before. It may really open you up to a whole new world, that Pisces world. If you like this video, please hit the like button and Go get that natal chart and learn where your houses are. And then just think about the people in your life and where their sun falls and where it lights up that area. And if you need a professional consultation from an astrologer, you can see the details below about booking a reading. Thank you so much. See you soon.